Hi, welcome to another episode of McAllen Park's Unplugged Fitness Edition. Join us today while we showcase our senior walking club, and we're going to walk you through all the different activities that we do. The senior walking club consists of 4 different components. We start off with our stretches, followed by our warm-up. Thirdly, we continue on with our laps around the track, and lastly, we do a cool down. Alrighty, so for the first component of our walking club, we always want to start with our stretching. Some of the most important stretches that we do incorporate our toe touch, our arms circles, and of course our shoulder stretch. So first we start off with our arm circles. We start with a straight core. We reach our arms to the side and we do 10 arm circles to the front. After we complete our front arm circles, we switch to the back, and we want to make sure that we're warming up those joints and getting them ready for our marching that we do during our walking club. After our arm circles, we incorporate our stretching for our shoulders. So with our arms, we reach forward, we pull back, and with our spare hand, we use it as a resistance, and we will count to 10 on each of these arms. And this is helping the back of our arms and as well as our shoulders. We release and we do the same with the next arm. We reach forward, tap our back, and use our free hand as a resistance. And we release. The next major stretch, we want to incorporate our legs, since we will be using our legs during our walking club for the majority of the exercise. So we want to reach out, our legs in front of us, toes pointing up, and we slowly reach until we can either touch our toes or the furthest we can go. And we want to count to 10. We're going to feel a light pull on the back of our legs, and we're also going to feel it on our back. Okay, so our second component to our walking club is what we call our warm-up. Our warm-up is actually the workout component of this 4-section exercise program. So during the warm-up, we switch up and we do different types of walking activities, and we always rely back onto our march. So let me go ahead and demonstrate what we do. To get our blood flowing, we always want to go ahead and start with our march. So we're going to synchronize our legs with our arms. We want to make sure that we're incorporating pretty much a full body. So we do our march in between all the different exercises that we present and that we practice. So our next movement is going to incorporate high knees. So after our march, we continue with our march, and now we're going to bring our knees up, and we're going to use our opposite arm to help guide the movement. And we are going to go only as high as we can to where it feels comfortable, and we're actually incorporating our abdominals in this movement as well. So now, after our other segment of marching, now we're going to incorporate a high kick. We're going to be raising our legs, and we're simply going to be raising them as far as we can. And again, this is incorporating different muscles on our legs. We are incorporating our abdominals. We're making sure that that core is tight, and we always want to use our arms to guide us, to guide that movement. Alrighty, we continue with our march, and now we are incorporating our upper body, and we're going to pretend we're doing bicep curls here, and we're simply going to flex, and once we get to the top part, we are going to make sure that we are contracting those muscles, and we're performing a bicep curl motion.
Now we have concluded with our warm-up section, which was all these different types of exercises, including our marching. We take a short break, and for the third segment of our program, we will go outside and take some laps around the parking lot. Coming back from our third segment, we are now ready to finalize our program, and we are going to go ahead and do the fourth part of the class, which is our cool down. And here we want to incorporate deep breaths and relaxation techniques to make sure that we finalize our workout.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of McAllen Park's Unplugged. Please make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms, and we hope to see you soon.